Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Minecraft. Off you go. Bye-bye. You only had one thing to do. It's not like I'm being unreasonable. You only had one thing that you had to do. Just one. There was just one little tiny task that I had as just one little favor that I had to ask of you. That was all. It wasn't like I was being greedy or anything. I just wanted a green dye trade. There's got to be a way to encourage the green to come up fat. Like, this, it seems like the law of averages is working hard against me at the moment. And I don't like, I don't like this at all. There, and we'll let you change. And then we'll go with, let's go with black carpet, shall we? Trade a couple of those in. Trade you again. I'm just going to go and get some sleep because I really don't want a creeper spawning anywhere and blowing this up. So we will grab a little bit of shut-eye. And I really want... I'm aware that we've been doing this for a while now, so it's going to start to get really tedious. I just wanted to have one on video. I just thought it would be so cool to just have one trade on video just so that I could say, look... Look, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. I'm a big boy. I can actually do these things that I set out to do. Please. Please. You go die now. You go stand on a hot rock until it melts your feet. Do I sound a little bit unstable at this point? There is the possibility that I may sound slightly less than stable at this point. Apologize in advance for anything mean that I might say to any of these villagers. It's not my fault. They only have one thing that I'm asking them to do, and not one of them are helping me out. I feel I'm being reasonable. Don't make me go and get Sen to have a chat with you. She will tell you off, and she won't tell you off as such. She'll just be disappointed. She will just be disappointed. Do you want that? Do you want me to go and get Sen? I will do it. I will go and get Senleia if you don't do what you are told. I mean, yes, admittedly, for most of you, that's not really going to make much difference, considering that you're already dead. There are far fewer shepherds up there now than there were when I started. When I started sending them all to their untimely demise. There we go. So we've got a load of red carpet, we got some pink wool, and we got another one off to dye. It's just not fair. Why? I'm not asking a lot, am I? I'm not, I don't think I'm asking a great deal. I'm not being unreasonable with my request. I just want someone to trade green dye with. What's wrong with that? Why are you all treating me like I'm someone to be feared? I'm really not. I mean, I'm a really nice person. Deep down inside, underneath the crusty exterior and underneath the, you know, the unpleasant layer underneath that and the unpleasantness that's cored within that as well. I'm sure there's someone nice in there somewhere. And let's go and do a yellow dye trade so we can get a few emeralds back. Just like that. Not very many emeralds. There's only 3 or 4, but it's, you know, it does help. And I tried being nice. I tried talking nicely to you. I did. I was actually talking nicely to him, and still nothing. So there's another 5 minecarts over here to go and get. Another 5 failures on the list. Starting to be a bit of a repetitive pattern right here. Okay, I'm going to try just a couple more times on video, and if it doesn't work, we're just going to have to... I'm just going to have to sort of just keep going with this off camera. As I think you're starting to understand the sheer monstrous scale of what I would like to do here versus what is actually happening here. And yeah, the two of them aren't sort of tying in nicely, and I really don't like this at all. So we've got one trade right there, and he changes. We'll go for some orange carpet right there, like that. Let that one go up through, and it changes again. We've got a red dye trade there, which would be rather nice, so we'll finish up the orange, and then we'll get some black carpet in there as well, like that. Change that one over, and we've got banners once more, so off you go. There's another death. So he can stay there. I will drop down another through the trapdoor like that. And I will pop in that one right there. And round he comes. I'll nudge you back a little bit so that you're easy to launch off in a minute. So I want some black wool in here. We'll go 1, 2, 3 like that. 1, 2. Change over, and then we'll go for the cyan wool, like this. Change over again to gold. We will finish up that cyan wool trade. We get some lime green carpet as well, like that. Change over again, and no good. Yeah, The law of averages states that we should have had at least one by now, surely. Like, I know that there are several different trades to choose from, but we seem to be having some phenomenally bad luck. And again, with this one, I've never seen this before, and this is like the 3rd time now we've had this one come up, which is even more frustrating that this one keeps coming up, because I could really do without that one turning up and stealing all of my emeralds. I've only got so many emeralds here. Right, 1 and 2, like that. So that one will change over. And then if I do that, and then I'll go over here. I'll get rid of the cyan. We'll get the carpets and so on and so forth like that. And then we go back to you. We'll go for some red wool this time. There we go. Change to a gold badge. We've got a red dye trade right there. We'll go red wool. We'll go for a bit of red carpet as well. Like that. Change over. And no. I'm genuinely starting to think that maybe our game is broken. And it's just never, ever, 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 ever going to happen. This is what I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe it is actually broken. Somehow it is bugged out and it's just not working. Because I'm easily... Well, there's definitely more than 30 shepherds have now been sent off to their doom. More than 30. Possibly 40 of them. I have killed a lot of shepherds through not having the right trades. And it just seems like the averages should give a better return than that. It just seems like that there should be a slightly better chance of us getting the correct trade turn up eventually. Come on in. Are you... No. Just... Grr. That's all I have to say on the subject. Okay, last one of this round of 5 right here, and off you go. Time you get round here, that one will be dead. If I sound like I've stopped caring, it's probably because I have. And we go into here, and we can trade those, and trade again. So he goes through his first trade. We go to the copper batch. We've got grey dye. We will just do this because I can't be bothered to go and get grey dye at the moment. I'm thinking that I need to set this up. I'm going to have to get some more shepherds. I'm just about run out. This thing was completely crammed full earlier. Like, I had a ridiculous number of them in here. And that one's kind of now filled everything up. Really what I could do with is him refreshing his trades because I don't have any grey dye. I've got a black dye, so I could do... Make grey dye, I suppose. We could do it like that. We go then in here, and we go to grey dye like that, and that gives me 2 grey dye, which, unfortunately, I need 11 of them in order to be able to do this trade. So, let's go and get a couple stacks of dye over here. Couple ink sac stacks, and bone meal... I want the bone block like that. because then that will turn into that. And then we can turn it into white dye like this. Right there. We turn that into black dye like that. I've got light grey dye and I've got grey dye right there. So I can go for grey dye there, 2 stacks. Grey dye again, 2 stacks. And go for light grey dye right there. And that'll make 2 stacks of light grey. I could do that again. There, like that. So I've got light grey, I've got white. I'll take more ink sacs, run away with those. And we'll come back over here and smack into the glass. I keep doing that. I ought not to, really. Seems like a more sensible option to not do that. Okay, so I've got the light grey over there, and the white can go in there. The ink sac can go in here as well, and then I will go to here, and I will trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of the grey dye right there. I'll put that 1 stack in there, and brown dye, and no green. Off you trot. That was the last one. Okay, I'm not going to do any more now. That's it. I have done I don't know how many, and we still have not gotten a single green dye trade. I am actually going to do a quick Google research on this just to make sure that there isn't some weird hinky thing going on that, say, the desert villagers can't do a green dye trade or something like that. I don't think so. I've not heard of anything even resembling a condition like that, but at this point I'm just about ready to believe anything. So it might be that the Mesa and desert villagers can't do green dye trades, which seems like a bit of an odd thing, but there we have it. It could be the case. Well, I got fed up with doing villagers. We have not had a green dye trade villager come up. I did a quick internet search on the old Google machine, and I found someone on there who said that they've also been having trouble with this lately. They had tried trading with over 100 villagers and still hadn't managed to get one with green dye trades. I'm gonna keep persevering with it. Obviously, we need to be able to trade these green dyes, but I am wondering if maybe there's a bug somewhere in 1.17 that no one's yet figured out, and they are more limited than they used to be, which would be a bit of a problem. So, oh, Sen, you need to come up here. Sen is back with us today, aren't you? You need to come back upstairs to the kitchen.
Okay.
So what we're going to do today, we've got 4 layers on the cactus farm. Here, you can have that one. We've got 4 layers on the cactus farm. And when I went off to the end and I got some elytras, we got 3 elytras in there. I had to use one as an emergency because a zombie came into where I was AFK over here and killed me without me realizing, and then ran off with my netherite leggings.
And how did he manage to kill you?
He walked in through the door because I
basically gave him the key.
Yeah, pretty much. So we've got these 2 extra dragon heads. I got 3 elytras, but one of the dragon heads, when I was getting the elytras, fell off, and I wasn't going to try and dive down and catch it. So we got 2 dragon heads to put up somewhere in the house. Okay.
I like that. If you look from this side, it kind of looks like the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay. I'm going to put mine up. Oh, the fireplace is only too wide. It's going to look weird if I put it up there. Actually, I'm going to put one here, side of the fire, and then when I get another one, I'll put it over that side of the fire. We can leave that one there.
There, look. We can put it there.
Okay. Ideal. So we've got 2 more dragon heads up here. We've got 3 spare elytras. So the next task that we were going to go and do, now we've sort of got the basics of the cactus farm, the bamboo farm, and everything is up and running. So the next thing that we wanted to do was really work. We said, like I said a long time ago, I wanted to work on this, but we don't actually want to put this here because the number of hoppers and everything that we're going to have with it, we want to move it outside of the spawn chunks. We were originally thinking that we would restart everything with 1.18 when it comes out, but now we're thinking we'll just stay. If it breaks everything, then we may have to rebuild, but it seems a shame to go and throw away all the work that we've done once the new version comes out in another 4 or 5 months' time. So we're going to need to rip up all of this, and we're going to need to move it, which means we're going to need to dig out another great big area in order to put it in. Before we go and do that, though, we kind of figured that, beacons would make life a whole lot easier. If we could have some beacons, that would be much better. Yeah? So we're going to make beacons, which means that we need to go to the nether. Right, I'm going to leave most of these shulker boxes behind. I'll take one that's full of iron, and I'll leave the rest behind.
Oh, I've got, like, loads in my
ideal.
ender chest.
We'll use those as well. I guess, yeah, I've got a few that I'll bring along. So we're going to want to go to a nether fortress, which is why I got a load of fire resistance potions, and we're going to want to build a farm there for wither skeletons, so that we can then get the wither skulls, and then we can summon a wither, and we can kill it, and we can make beacons. We're not just going to summon one wither, we're going to summon several withers. We're not going to do lots of hand-to-hand combat. We're going to summon them in the end, underneath the end portal, and have the end portal do most of the work for us, because that's easier. And, yeah. It's not cheating, it's just easier.
Come on, then.
Right, where are you?
I'm waiting in the nether.
Oh, right, no, okay. You're 3 steps ahead of me. So in order to make this a little bit easier, what you want to do is you want to find a nether fortress that is in a Soul Sand Valley. So we won't be going to the nether fortress that we've previously used. We have used the good old chunk base, and we've looked around on the map to find the nearest nether fortress that is in a Soul Sand Valley that we can go and use. Sen?
Yeah?
You've got Tweakaroo, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right, press X and C together.
Didn't do anything. Oh, X then C.
Yeah. You got Tweakaroo configs have come up, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one on the far right, tweak no, well, not tweak no hotkeys, the one back, it says tweak no toggles.
Yeah.
Click on that one.
Yeah.
And then scroll down to about the halfway point. It's got disable nether fog.
True.
Oh, you've already disabled it, have you?
No, I've just done
you
it.
just. What do you think now? Look around now that it's disabled.
Was it different?
What do you mean, is it different? It should be significantly different. Yeah, it's so much better.
Well, I
like
wasn't
this.
paying any attention to what it looked like. Oh, you can see the glow, where all the glowstone is now.
Yeah, you can see everything. It's so much better like this, especially once we do move this up to the top and we have our proper travel portals and stuff around. And tunnels and that, you won't really know that we're in the nether when we're traveling, because we won't be exposed. We won't see all of this brick and everything. We'll see the insides of the tunnels that we make. And so not having the fog there is absolutely brilliant. So we need to get to X minus 2,341 and Z positive 2,363. So X, the negative X is that direction. And positive Z is that direction. So we use this one that you've already done.
Yeah.
And we need to follow this one until we get to Z 2363. So we can go all the way up to the top, and then we've got to fly right to the end of the corridor going towards... So we go past the first turn.
Yeah, so towards the ice village.
Yeah. Because that's gonna be... Like, I said that we're gonna do the item thingy, but that's not gonna necessarily be the next job that we do. We're gonna want to... Ow. There's a block there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't flatten this way because we weren't going this way.
So at the moment we're on X 580. We've got to go another almost 2,000 blocks in this direction, which could take a while.
This seems though like, are we doing it too wide? Or
yeah, this is what I'm wondering.
Or what if you do the bottom two and I'll do the top, and I'll do two above or one above?
Yeah, okay.
Two above or one above?
Do two, because it's easier for doing the flying then, I think.
Okay.
So we can just go through like this.
Oh, I should use my fire resistance potion.
Digging a long way ahead. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about the fire resistance just yet. Oop. Okay, we've got a big open bit on the side right here. So hang on, I will block that up so that it makes it completely safe for us.
It's hard to see, like, if I've actually done
hard to see what?
Like what level the blocks are at.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay,
I've done alright.
This is very cool, digging through it like this.
Like what?
Being able to dig this fast. Like, I'm literally just digging the speed that I can walk. Whoa! Right, so if I drink that one, and then I can go back over here. I wonder if we're going to actually
See, that's why you're meant to drink the potion first.
Ancient debris while we're doing this little tunnel. Probably not.
I don't know. I haven't managed to.
I'm going to wait until I stop burning a second. At least... Oh, there's another one there. At least we can dig through quickly doing it like this. Block that one up.
Blocked it yet?
Yep. Swap that over. Look at me burning!
Wow, you're hot.
Uh-huh. I know. Right.
It's rare I get to say that.
Don't. Charming. You could charm the paint off walls. You could.
I'm trying to see if I can open one above your head.
Yeah, thanks. That's exactly what I was saying. Don't do. Don't open one directly above me. I'm too pretty to die.
Okay. Sure.
Gold under our feet there. Right, one of the things that we are going... Oh, there's one directly above my head. Your dream came true. One of the things that we are going to have to do is get a piglin for our farm. We have to bring him back and trap him. And we're also going to need to get turtle eggs to be able to do this. And...
What do they do?
They lure the zombie pigmen.
Oh,
Zombie pigmen see them and want to hurt them, and then they go chasing after them.
Oh. Well, they deserve to be kidnapped then.
So then I don't know why, but it's really good because you can use the eggs to lure them forwards, and you stick a trapdoor in a way, and then they perish. They fall down to their doom. Right, we've got... Oh, it's just an open place. We're in Nether Waste, so we need to... Are you able to block... Yeah, if you could block that up behind us.
Up?
This little open bit.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure I have enough netherrack.
Well, I guess we could try and I could try and like lend you some or something, maybe. Yeah, if you're really struggling. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know it could be a struggle to You get everything there that you need. We're 1,100 blocks in so far. So the reason that we want one that is in a Soul Sand Valley is because not very much spawns in a Soul Sand Valley. And one of the key things for doing this build is that you have to be able to stop everything else from spawning. And if you do it with just like in the normal nether wastes, you got to go 128 blocks out from where you're building, and you've got to spawn proof everything to be able to get good spawn rates on your farm. Don't really want to have to go 128 blocks out to do that. If you do it in a Soul Sand Valley, because so few things actually spawn in the Soul Sand Valley, it's just skeletons, and the occasional ghast will spawn in there as well, but because there's so few creatures and that will spawn there, it means that we don't need to worry about spawn-proofing it. We've only then got to spawn-proof the nether fortress itself. And that will take quite a while to do, but it's nowhere near as long as it'll take to spawn-proof 128 blocks in every direction from where we will be making our little farm. So, yeah. We've got plans. We want to be able to use the farm. We don't want to have to mess around with a load of other stuff. We just want to get these wither skeletons and get out. Now, I can hear a ghast, so I'm just going to... We're in a Soul Sand Valley right now. You can see that up in my top left.
Are we in the Soul Sand?
No. We're a long way away.
Nowhere near.
You can see that there's a few zombie pigmen, but they've actually... The zombie pigmen spawned from over here in the nether wastes. And the ghast could easily have spawned, because they do spawn in the Soul Sand Valley, but it's only them and the skeletons. You see a skeleton down there. The other area that we could have used to do this would be a... what do you call it? Warped forest, a warped forest, because of the... you get endermen spawning in there, but you don't get anything other than endermen. It's just endermen that will spawn in the warped forest. So you could use that as well if you wanted to. Right, we've got a little bit of a gap here that we got to build across. Pop that down there like that, and...
I'm just having to block up holes.
Yeah. Right, well, we're on X 1400. Oh, there's a... Okay, there's a big gap right here. Wait a minute. I'm gonna free cam out a second. Just make sure no ghast has got me in view. No ghasts. Okay. That's good. So I can go across here. There's pigmen below.
Catching up with you.
Yeah, be careful here. We've got an open bridge.
There you go. Some lava coming your way.
And I can hear
Oh yeah,
all over.
I can hear two, at least. Oh, my fire potions just went out.
Yeah, that's not good. I've just put in a wall here. I'm hoping that that will discourage any ghasts from seeing us and... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.